Hello friends, welcome to yet another fascinating session of Wisdom Zone. This is Shubro, and friends, in today's video I'm gonna discuss some extremely important idioms for everyday English conversation. So it is my earnest request to all of you, please watch this video carefully to learn all the important idioms I'm gonna discuss for everyday English conversation. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Friends, welcome back once again to this captivating video on idioms for everyday English conversation. And as I have already promised, in today's video you're gonna get some extremely important idioms for your everyday English conversation. So before I go ahead, let me quickly inform all of you that I have provided some more videos on useful English idioms in the description. If you still haven't managed to check those videos, please do not forget to check the links given in the description. So without further ado, let's get started with today's important idioms. So friends, the first idiom for everyday English conversation I'm going to discuss is on your screen. That is be off the mark. Let me repeat once again. It's be off the mark. It means something that is not correct or right. So that's called be off the mark. Something incorrect or maybe something that is not right. So that time you said it is off the mark. As you see, our estimate was totally off the mark. That means it was not appropriate, it was not right, it was incorrect. Up next we will see the next one, that is simply opposite of the previous one, that is close or near to the mark. As you have already guessed it, close, or you can also say near to the mark, means almost correct. Maybe close to be correct, close to be called correct, or almost correct is called close or near to the mark. As you see the example, their estimate was very close to the mark. So I'm quite sure it's clear. That means it was almost correct, very near to correct. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we will dive into the next one. You see the third one. It is also using mark, as you see, that is make one's mark. So it has a different meaning altogether. Make one's mark means to make people notice you or to have an effect. So that's called to make one's mark. When you make others notice you, or you tend to make an effect, important effect on others. So that's called to make your mark. As you see the example, the new batsman made a mark on his debut. That means he made people notice him. Maybe he performed well and he did it on his debut. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we'll dive into the next one, that is make it big. Very important one for everyday English conversation. It means to become famous or successful. That's called to make it big. So as you see the example, she quickly made it big in the film industry. That means she quickly became famous perhaps or successful in the film industry. So like this way you can use this easy one and sound quite smooth in your conversation. Up next we'll dive into the next idiom for everyday English conversation, that is pull a face, or faces also we can say. We can use the plural also. Both are correct. It means to make strange expressions with the face, to in fact show disgust or dissatisfaction. That's called to pull a face or pull faces. As you see the example, my neighbor's child pulled a face at me. That means he made a very strange expression perhaps with his face, showing disgust or dissatisfaction. I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we'll dive into the next one, that is lose the plot. Let me repeat once again, lose the plot. Very useful one for everyday conversation. It means to become confused or crazy. So when someone suddenly loses the plot, that means the person becomes totally confused or crazy. So as you see the example, I started losing the plot after committing the same mistake again and again. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So the last one for today is go under the knife. Let me repeat, it's go under the knife. It means to have a medical operation or surgery. It's another humorous way of putting that someone is going to have a medical operation or surgery. So that's called go under the knife. As you see the example, Tom's father is going under the knife tomorrow. That means he's going to have an operation, in fact a medical operation tomorrow. I'm quite sure it's clear. So friends, today you got some extremely interesting idioms for everyday English conversation. So please go through the examples and try to make sentences yourself and comment below. And I'm quite sure you have also liked this video like my other videos. So it is my earnest request to all of you, if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So stay tuned for further informative videos, and please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.